What's up, SaaS Masters? My name is George, and today we're going to review Wideo. This one is a video editor. Now, I will be talking about what I like and dislike about it, and one of the main things about Wideo that stands out from several of the other video editors, it's that it has keyframe editing. What does that mean? Well, you can put an object and you can use keyframes to move that object in different time zones, so it animates it. So that's kind of what makes Wideo special. But you're going to see the upside and the downside about Wideo in this video. So let's go jump over to the deal and then check out Wideo in this video. So let's go jump over there. Okay guys, this is the Wideo deal that's going on right now, and it starts off at $59 for a lifetime deal. That means you pay once and use it forever. And if you decide that you like this deal and you feel that my video is helpful, do consider using that link in the description. Now, in this section, they claim this is an alternative to Powtoon and Animoto. To be honest, this is not an alternative to those. I think this is more of a video editor instead of an animation editor. Why? Because it doesn't have any animations for tunes, right? Like you would see on Powtoon, and then you can make them walk and move hands and all of that. You don't see this on Wideo. So this is more like a video editor. Just kind of heads up with that. Let's go check out the deal. You get unbranded videos, YouTube uploads, upload video files, music tracks, privacy control, monetization rights, and license tier 1, which is $59, gets you this right here: 10 downloads per month, 1.5 minutes of video length, which is not a lot unless you're only going to make short videos. And you have a limitation on storage, 2 gigabytes. Now, the sweet spot is license tier 2, which gives you unlimited downloads per month, 10-minute video length, which is more than enough, trust me. Unlimited storage, so you can make it as many videos as you want and store them there on Wideo and just share a link so they can view it there. You get full gallery of video and templates, interactive videos. Now, there's a license tier 3. Basically, you get more video length, which is 30 minutes, which is too much in my experience, and you get one additional account. So my thought here is that if you are planning to buy this, you could partner up with someone, with a friend, a virtual assistant, or something like that, and buy this one because it has 2 accounts. Basically, you're getting it for $90 instead of $99. Plus, you extend the video length. So that's kind of like a saver, license tier 3. But like I said, sweet spot, license tier 2. Now, let's go jump over to Wideo. This is the main dashboard where the templates are. Now, you're going to be able to view the templates just by clicking play, and we can check them out. Let's click on this one right here. Okay, you can preview them, you can click play on any of the one you like, and if you like one of these templates, you click edit and you start editing. Now, you could see some tunes there, right? But you see they didn't do any animation, so they didn't move. So just kind of heads up there. Again, this is not an alternative to Powtoon, but if you're looking for a video editor and you don't have a previous deal, this is a good deal for you. But if you have previous video editor deals, then you have to consider the plus sides and the downsides about Wideo. Now, let's just say for sakes, let's check this one out really quickly. Nah, let's look for something better. I played around with this one, so let's edit this one right here so you can understand how the video editor works, and at the end of the day, you're gonna know how powerful Wideo is based on the editor. Now, let me show you really quickly. Top settings, you got the edit, you got create, you got your sizes right here. 16 by 9 would be what we use for Facebook and YouTube, which is a rectangle, which is what we use on a television, for example. We got the square, which is something most popular social media platforms use square. You got vertical, which is story mode. One of the things they have to consider is that when we change one of these, it's not going to update the template. So we have to manually drag these around and fix them for the square one. So that's no good for us, all right? Let's go back to this one, 16 by 9, everything looks fine. And on the left, we can add our media. We can insert images, our videos, or insert background, sound, text, zoom out, hand, and the settings, all right? On the bottom, we have the timeline. This is one of the things I don't like about Wideo, is that they don't have a timeline based on stacks, all right? So we don't see all the tracks in the timeline. This is something I do like because this is what I use when I edit videos. So if I edit videos on ScreenFlow, which I do, with Final Cut Pro, which I do also, they are based on stack timelines, yeah. So if I insert one video, that's a timeline. If I insert an image, it's another timeline, and the stack over and over. Not here. The way we view the timeline is by clicking on the elements. See how they select the elements, but they're based on this timeline. Now, if we want to move them on top of something, of an element, we have to grab it down here and select it over there, or we can right click it and, hey, this one didn't give the option. Let's see this one. Over here, options. Hey, I was able to do that. Right click, there we go, arrange. So we can move it to the front or back or step by step. That's the way we move that. If we had that stacked timeline, we can drag it in the timeline, which is much easier than doing it right here. But at the end of the day, you can drag them right there, okay? And we have the playhead right here. If I go back, this playhead right here, hey, come here. Okay, I can click space or click play over there, and it's gonna play it. Okay, you can see how the elements moved. Next thing we have on the right is the scenes, all right? So we can drag and drop these scenes, we can edit them, we can add transitions in between. These are the options that we have for the transition animation. And then the good stuff, the editing. What kind of power can we get out of Wideo, all right? So let me select this text right here. Basically, we can change the font. Oh, click on it there. These are all the fonts that are available. Font size, the intro, the outro, the keyframes. This is what I was talking about, keyframes. We can move the elements based on keyframes to give it animation. Let me select one of the ones that already has animation, and then I'll do one without it, all right? So this plus element, I saw it moved, so it has an animation. You can see these two dots right there. That is the keyframe. Let me scroll through it with slowly. See how it's moving? Remember, it's selected. See how it's moving while I drag it? Well, that's based on the keyframe. See that there? And there's another keyframe at the end. See this over here? That's another keyframe. If I pass that keyframe, let me show you. Pass the keyframe, drags, it stops moving because there's no other keyframe over here. If I add a keyframe, let me right click it, add a keyframe, and say in this keyframe, I'll drag it all the way over here. So what's it going to do? It's gonna go finish here, and then it's gonna go all the way up there. That is what the keyframe does. Now it's pretty useful because you can do a lot of stuff with keyframe because it makes it more original. You can move the elements, you can stretch them, you can make them bigger or smaller based on keyframe. Okay, let me select this text so we can actually animate it. So right now we only have an intro and the outro, all right? But we're gonna say right, it's gonna scroll like this and right about there, let's say there, all right? We're gonna add a keyframe. So right click, add keyframe, and then a little bit, I don't know, just right there. Really quickly, we'll add another keyframe here. And in this keyframe, we're gonna move it with it, all right? So let me show you what that's going to do there, and then it moves down with it. So it gives you a little bit more of an animation touch. It went down with the actual white that we have right here on this video. Now, we can even further customize the keyframe by doing more stuff. So let's add another keyframe right there. And what's this keyframe going to do? Well, we're gonna move it up, we're gonna make it smaller, and plus we're going to actually twist it. So in that keyframe, we're gonna view it. I'm gonna do it slowly. Let me drag it. It's moving there. See how that looks? Now you get the idea that we can do a lot of cool stuff with keyframes. So we can stretch, make it smaller, move it around, and add a lot of keyframes if we need it. And it's gonna make it look really nice when you finish at the end of this video. So basically, you need imagination to do a really good video using keyframes, right? So if you can imagine something doing really cool where it drags in, depending on the image that you want to use, well, you can do a lot of stuff, right? Now, let's go ahead and replace this image, for example. Let's click on it. We're gonna use from the image library. And this is the image library that we have available. Scroll down, we have all these available, and we can select, you know what, we want modern, right? That's what we have available. We got these people. If I select it, it's gonna replace it. Yep, it's replaced. And we're gonna confirm, and there it is. Obviously, it's not meant for that. It's meant so you put like a screen image, but you get the idea. It can be an image or a video. I could do Command Z, and it works, all right? We can turn it back to there. Logo, image from a library. We'll just select something really quickly for this. We'll select this money sign there. It's gonna replace it, and let's confirm. And we selected a money sign. Let's click play. It's just to show you what is possible with Wideo, all right? So those are the animation settings that we have. Like I mentioned before, this is not an animation editor because based on tunes, all right? Because there's no tunes. The tunes that we have, for example, we can grab these right here. So let's just say this guy right here, saying hi. Let's select him. And if this was an animation editor for tune, well, obviously we could see the hand move. Let me click play. So the dude never moves, all right? But if we select the options, maybe we have some options to move him. And there's nothing that says, hey, you know what? I want him to say hi, I want him to wave, I want him to be sad, I want him to walk. We don't have any of those settings, all right? So just heads up on that, all right? We have other settings to position based on pixels and all of that. But we can move it around, we can use keyframes, but we can't animate the subject unless it comes animated. So if we select an animated one, like if I hover over this, none of these guys animate. Let me go back. Like this, okay, here it is, animated. So if it's already animated, it's going to move. Now this guy is animated. Let's select him. Now this guy is waving, but he's waving already with the animation. It's not because we have extra settings. Let me delete that guy in the back. Let's double click on this guy. All right, there we go. So let me see. We can add keyframes. Yes, we know about that. Position, scale, rotate, replace. We can't change his type of animation. So we can't make him sad, happy, angry, wave with the other hand instead of the, what's this? That's his left hand. And we can't do that kind of stuff. So those are things you have to consider. Next thing we have is on the top, we already mentioned, we can move the horizontal. We can add grid just in case we want to put an element based on the grid. It doesn't mean that it's going to render the final video with the grid. It just helps us out position elements. So it's just grid to help us out, right? Change the name if we want to change it there. We can save it. We can go back, undo, and we can share. Now in share, again, some downsides to Wideo. We don't have options to export in different kind of qualities. They only have 1080p as of this video, right? They could upgrade it, they can give you options later on, I don't know. But as of this video, they only have export MP4 and it's 1080p. Now the files are compressed, so they don't weigh a lot. I already tested a 30-second file and it's only like 3 megabytes, all right? Just so you get an idea. And we can export in GIF if we want also, and upload it directly to YouTube and Facebook. Basically that's nothing fancy. It just connects your account and it uploads it from here. We have the embed option if we want to embed it. It gives us the iframe for it, the size, the autoplay video, and the loop, right? And next thing we have is the share URL. What does that mean? That we can pass someone this URL and they can view it from there. So that's where the unlimited storage comes handy. You don't have to download it and then upload it somewhere else so someone can view it or download it from there. We can grab it right from here. So let's copy this one right here, open incognito mode, paste it, and let's go check it out. It's opening, and there we go. Someone can click play. We can share, reuse, heart, views, untitled, view other videos that this person have. In this case, it's my profile, but you get the idea, okay? And let's go to our my videos, which are my videos. And we have all the videos that we've been working on. We have folders to arrange. We can edit the logo and view our public profile. So you can have a profile right here, but you don't have custom domain. So that means that the link that they're going to view is wideo.co. So it's not white labeled, just so you understand that. You can change the logo like you saw on the back. And you can view the videos right here. You can go click play on them and view them. Well, basically that is what Wideo actually does. It's a video editor with keyframes. The plus side and what makes Wideo special is the keyframes. So if you need to decide if you should get this deal or not, first you have to consider, do you have a video editor? If it's a no, then yeah, it's a good deal because you have a video editor with templates and all that. What I don't see here is stock images. So if you need stock images to accomplish a final video, then it could be a turn off and this could not be a good deal for you. And if you have other video editors, then maybe you're good to go. But if those video editors don't have keyframes and that's something that you're looking for, then this could be a good deal for you. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you're actually using. Well, like I said before, if you would like to consider supporting me, do consider using that link in the description. It's an affiliate link. It won't cost you a single cent more if you use it, but it gives you a small commission to keep on making videos for you guys. I thank you all for watching. My name is George. This is SaaS Master, and I'll see you guys later.